Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. This is Essential Patience and I am Patience. In today's video, I'll be talking about 10 money saving tips that everybody can implement immediately to start saving money. While most people don't have an extravagant amount of money out of their income to be saving, making little changes here and there can really be an improvement and give you more money to save and to reach your goals that you make. Number one, cooking at home. Now, I know this might be difficult for some people, especially if you don't enjoy cooking. However, no matter how you crunch the numbers, it is proven that cooking at home saves you much more money than eating out and ordering in. If you're the type of person that's always eating out or ordering in, changing a few things can make a huge improvement in your finances. An easy way to start is to make a schedule for cooking so you don't have to cook every day. Also, try packing your lunch to work. A good thing about packing your lunch and going to work is that when you get there and it's lunchtime, you don't have to look around and be like, what am I going to eat for lunch? You already have your lunch, as well as coming home, cooking, just knowing what you want to eat. Another good thing about cooking your own food is that you cooked it, you know how you cooked it, and you know what's in it. Number two, going shopping instead of ordering groceries. This is going to be different for everybody depending on what your transportation is like. Often, if you have a car or you have easy access to grocery stores around you, going and doing your own shopping will always be cheaper than ordering in if you have this access. Now, we know that due to recent factors in the world, ordering groceries has become convenient and very prevalent. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's always a market for it. Since I just need quick groceries and you want to order in. However, it is important that you consider the cost factor. How much is it costing you rather than going shopping to have it ordered in, the service fee, the delivery fees, as well as tipping. So make these calculations and compare it to what it will cost you to go and get the groceries and then make the best decision for yourself. Number three, shopping around before you make a purchase, especially any big purchases. I recently relocated and furnished my entire apartment, and honestly, I saved so much money by shopping around. I would have saved even more had I known more stores and been more savvy with my shopping. When you're about to make a big purchase that costs hundreds of dollars, maybe even thousands, it is imperative that you shop around. You would be surprised how stores carry the exact same thing and charge totally different prices. So I would always encourage that before you make a big purchase, always shop around. Also, do your due diligence in shopping around for the little things. Sometimes we just get comfortable with buying the exact same thing from the exact same store. These little costs adds up. So always shop around and don't be confined to a specific store or a specific area. Shop around and make the best purchase for you. Number four, shop on sale. I am an advocate on shopping on sale. There is nothing wrong waiting for a sale to buy items. I would say it can be a slippery slope. Just because it's a sale doesn't mean you should go shop. But if you need to shop, shop on sale. There's a huge difference. Sometimes people can be impulsive, and then just because they see a good deal, even on something that they don't need, they would go ahead and buy it because it's a good deal. But don't fall into that type of trap. The way to make a sale work for you is to only buy it if you need the item. A habit I've gotten into in the past few years is doing all my Christmas shopping between Black Friday and Cyber Monday. It is so freeing to make a list, buy everything I need for everybody, and then just waiting for Christmas. Take advantage of sales and make sure they don't take advantage of you. Tip number five. This is for people who live in specific cities or shop at specific stores, which is take your own bags. If you've ever shopped at stores like Aldi's or lived in places like DC, you would know that they charge you for a bag. And it might just be like 5 cents or 10 cents, but this cost adds up. If you're gonna go shopping and you're not gonna be given free bags, always take your own bags. I'm an advocate of buying reusable bags, and if you have a car, you can just like leave some bags in there so that when you're going shopping you wouldn't always have to think about it. Just remember to put it back after you use it. And while this is a very little cost, this adds up over the months and over the years. So just get into a habit, if you need to, of taking your own bags. Tip number six, doing your own hair. Unfortunately, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you just have to end up doing a lot of your own hair. This is just a habit I've gotten into because I get overcharged at salons. Yeah, I get charged for hair length and hair thickness. Like, I can't help those things, so but it's just a habit you want to get into. You want to start learning how to do new hairstyles. And I have some friends who are like amazing at hairstyles, and I'll definitely be learning from them. And I know sometimes it's not always easy and fun to deal with your own hair. Believe me, if I can get like a 24-hour stylist to do my hair, I would love that. With the rise in prices and sometimes even ridiculous prices, it might be worth it to cut down on the amount of times you go to the salon and just learn to do your own hair. I'm doing something with it, as you can see, and well, it's working. Number 7, doing your own chores. I know. Outsourcing is a thing, and it's not always a bad thing to outsource certain household duties if your time is worth more than doing that chore. I think sometimes we shouldn't let laziness get the best of us, and we should do our own chores. For example, if you own a house and you could mow the lawn, but like you're outsourcing it because you just don't want to do it. You could save just by, doing your own lawn. And it's more than that as well. It could be like cleaning your house or just minuscule tasks. Nowadays, you can outsource for anything, but cutting down on outsourcing certain chores can really save you money. And so if you're a person who outsources a lot of things, maybe you can cut back a little bit. Number 8, taking advantage of tax-free weekends. It's a thing. Check in your local state to see when your tax-free weekend is. Moving to Texas, I literally missed it for this year because Maryland's tax-free weekend is like in August. But by the time I moved to Texas, like their tax-free weekend was already gone. So this year I'm like missing it. It's sad. Next year, I'll definitely be taking advantage of it. So there might be some states that don't have sales tax, and good for you. But some states have high sales tax. Let's take Texas, for example. There are like 2 types of taxes and they add up to 8.25%. It's a lot. So you have a big purchase to make, you can push it to the tax-free weekend and take advantage of literally keeping almost 10% of your money. I'll definitely be taking advantage of that when I need to buy something big. It will be on a tax-free weekend. Let's say, for example, you're buying a top-of-the-line MacBook, and after all the costs, it comes up to like $3,000. If you're buying it in Texas, those taxes can add up to almost $300. If you buy it on a tax-free weekend, that money is yours. You don't have to waste almost $300. See how easy it adds up? Tax-free weekends, yay. Number 9, learning to manage your own finances rather than having somebody else do it. To a certain point. Sometimes we go and get financial managers to manage our finances, whether it's our investments or 401ks or total assets. And this is a good thing. I'm not saying don't do it. However, I think unless you have a certain amount of assets, it's just not worth it. For example, getting an account manager for a Roth IRA. For a Roth IRA, you put in a maximum of $6,000 per year. Let's assume you fill your Roth IRA with index funds and they average about 10% growth per year. Well, if you're an account manager, that person may take 1 to 2% of your account. That does not include the fees that may come with buying into those index funds, as well as keeping your money in that brokerage firm. So with all this cost, you are not actually earning 10% interest per year. You're losing 1 to 2% per year to the account manager. And for that low of amount of assets, it may not just be worth it. And 1 to 2% might seem very little now, but with compound interest, you would be surprised how much different it is. Let's go back to the example and say that your account manager for your Roth IRA is charging 2% per year of your total account. Now let's say that you are maxing out your account every single year. So putting in $500 per month for a total of $6,000 per year. You're averaging 10% per year. Your account manager is getting 2%. We're not going to include any type of account or maintenance fees, just for a simple example. But if you start at 0 and consistently contribute $500 per month at an average interest of 10% for 30 years, with an account manager taking 2% per year, you would end up with just over $700,000 at the end of 30 years. And this is amazing. But what if you didn't have an account manager and you got to keep this money all for yourself, doing the exact same thing with the exact same 10% average interest rate per year for 30 years? Your account will be over $1 million at the end of 30 years just by not having somebody take 2% per year. So while again 2% might seem like a tiny number, with the power of compound interest, that can easily add up. So definitely think about it and see the amount of assets you have and if it is worth having an account manager. And number 10, this is the last one, taking care of what you have. This is so underrated, But one of the easiest way to save money is to take care of what you already have. It might sound too simple, but think about it. A lot of time when we buy things, we're replenishing the things that we either lost or broken. And being careless can be costly because every time you lose something, you break something, or you tear something up, you have to replace it. It's not like we're getting a free replacement by some miracle. You have to buy it again by yourself. Oh my God. Taking care of what you have would really save you money. I think it's actually one of the most important tips on this list. Take care of what you have. It will serve you, whether it's your health, whether it's your car, whether it's even an apartment. Because let's say you rent out an apartment and you take care of it, and at the end you get your deposit back. Great, you just save money, because if you're torn up the apartment, you have to pay for it. Nobody's gonna pay for it but you. Same with a car. If you take good care of your car, it will have less issues. It will break down less often. It will not put you in a compromising situation or an emergency situation. And those are all money saving time. So let me know if this video was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to have you around here, so definitely subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what you think about these tips, as well as if you have any other to add to it. I would definitely be reading your comments, and I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.